A season shift always comes with a new pair of shoes. Yeah, I kid you not. Why does it come with a new pair of shoes? Because a season means that you're going to maybe be walking into a different place, or you're going to be walking in a different way. Walking in a different place or walking in a different way might be the same way that you've been going before, but suddenly it's different. It's not the same as before. Or it could be that, like Joseph, when the season shifted for you, you find yourself in a new position, in a new place. And every occupation comes with a set of shoes, because it is how you walk. It is how you walk. It is a lifting of the soul, not just your footstool, but your soul. Your soul is lifted in a different way, hopefully a better way, but that's not always what happens. Sometimes we find ourselves in life in new shoes, in new places, or walking a path that we've been down before, but having to do it differently. So, why these shoes? The why is this. For me, in my season, there is a shifting of strings. You see the bow at the top is symbolic of bringing together, of tying together loose ends. I love when God speaks. It's about tying together loose ends. You may be looking at yourself, looking at your life and thinking, this doesn't really add up. It kind of looks a bit dull. It kind of looks a bit lifeless. It kind of looks a bit formless. But actually, it's the strings that God turns into ribbons and bows. It's the strings. And He does so much with so little. Just the threads become strings, and strings become ribbons, ribbons become bows. New season, new way to walk. And so to kick off, well, that is the kick off actually. But let's see what else is in the bag here, literally. Kind of. So, mantle. I seen this and it really spoke to me. For that very reason, it's a mantle. And it's been in the box until now. Ooh, who is that for? It's been in the box until now. Who else has a mantle that they haven't yet opened up? A mantle of something new, something that God is doing bigger than before, better than before, but you've still kept it in a box. Because mine has been in a box for a very long time, and we're not just talking about this reef. My mantle has been in the box for a long time. And I'm so happy to say it's finally coming out. It's finally coming out into the light. And I'm excited to see exactly what God has brought me. I did not know there were baubles on this. What have I done? This is going to be a mess. Oh my goodness. Don't you just love glitter and snow? No, neither will I when I'm hoovering it. Wow. It's going everywhere. And you know what? That is exactly the kind of mantle that you want. You want one that just oozes sparkle, that oozes glory, that just drips spirit everywhere it goes. That is the kind of mantle that you want in your life. And let's see if I can just get this behind. It's not working. It is actually going there somewhere, but it's a bit sticky right now. Oh, but yeah, my point is, mantle. Has your mantle arrived, and is it still waiting in the box for you to open it? And I really feel like I really feel like God is just talking about these boxes of mantles. It's time to open them up. How does your mantle look? Because it's not supposed to be in the box. It needs out. So there's something else I have here, and I feel like he's telling me already. Background. Some of you haven't had the right background. Ooh, and he is fixing things. Now, that is not to say that God is going into history, rewriting your past back then. But I'll tell you what it does mean. It means that that's not the background that you're going to see anymore. It means that lackluster background is not the one that you're going to see anymore. And it's not the one that other people are going to see. No. No. You see, God has this beautiful way of covering things up in the best possible way. And actually, I had this conversation today, even with someone, how God brings both good and evil and works it together for our good, for those that love him, for those that are called to his purpose. And this background, you may feel like your background is plain, is boring, lacks luster, and quite dull. It's not going to be the important thing. That's what I'm hearing. It's not going to be the main thing anymore. That's not what they're going to see, and that's not what you're going to see. You're suddenly going to see your draping. And your draping is the things that God is doing in you and through you. Your draping is the way that God has adorned you. God is doing some beautiful things. I have way too much in this bag. This is the background that we're going for in this season. And you see, it doesn't matter what's underneath. Underneath is a lackluster fabric plain chair. But what God is covering you with looks awesome. And, oh wow, there's so much stuff in here. Let's just set this down, actually. Ooh, plate. Don't you just love it when you... Don't you just love it when you buy stuff and forget about it and then re-find it and realize that the best person got you the best gift ever? Like yourself. You know, like you buy yourself something and you realize, I've totally forgot about that, but now look, that is amazing. I love it. Well, actually, that's what God is doing. God has gifts for you in places that you wouldn't expect, in places that you wouldn't normally look. God has things for you to find that you're going to love because he knows you. And he knows, isn't that amazing? God knows you. He knows what you like. He knows what you love. He knows what makes you tick. Why? Because he designed your clock. And so be excited because God is a good giver. God is a good giver. And I've got some awesome stuff here that a good giver gave me. Someone who knows me. Me. Spoon. Candy cane spoon. Yes. Yes. What else? In my festive era, I am definitely feeling more festive than previous years. I'm feeling it. I'm like, God, this is the season. This is it. I feel it. I feel it. This is too cute. What I hear from this is have stuff in your life that reminds you on a small scale what God is doing on a big scale. You know, I look at this and I think that is so beautiful. I could eat that. And it brings me joy to look at that, but it's a reminder when I see it of something on a larger scale. Be encouraged to get something. If you're in a season, a particular season, go and get something that you actually look at and that are reminded of what God is doing or what you're waiting on Him completing. You know, even the Israelites were told to have blue cords, blue tassels on the hems of their garments to remind themselves continuously to be adhering to God's rules. Let's see. I do have some cookie cutters. Why not? Don't be afraid of the sharp. Don't be afraid of the sharp things, is what I hear him say. Because it's only in those places of sharp that actually something beautiful is carved out. Don't be afraid of those sharp edges. Gingerbread man. Love these things. This is an awesome snowflake cookie plate. You know I'm going to have cookies on that, right? Serve yourself well. How do you serve your food? This one. This one. How do you serve this to yourself? Serve yourself well. I do have some candles which are amazing. Love them. This one here smells really good. This has got to be my favorite brand. Sand and Fog Sugared Snickerdoodle. If it smells like cookies, I'm in. Let's let some of these down and get some other bits to show you. Nutcracker. I don't get anything really from it other than it's just beautiful. Color is just beautiful and it's so well collaborated. The color is just really good. I'll show you why I love nutcrackers. So I got this one here, and when I seen it, I heard it immediately. The dancer meets the king. Dancer meets the king. And I heard it immediately. I needed it. This needs to come. This needs to come home with me. This is what it's all about. It's about meeting the king. If you know the story of the Sugar Plum fairy, it's something along the lines of an ordinary girl gets put into another world, and the Nutcracker is actually the king or the prince in a bit of a curse or something. And at the end, of course, you know, it turns out that she is actually the Sugar Plum fairy, I think. And yeah, I seen this and I knew exactly what he was saying. Come and meet the king. It was such a beautiful moment where I meet him. And there are gifts involved. There is a house involved. There is food involved. Oh. Say no more. I'm there. I'm totally there. Now, this actually has a bit of a bittersweet story. Seen this, loved it. Seen it in real life, loved it. Brought it home, broke it. And how many times do we do that in life? We break things that we love. Dreams, people, hearts, emotions. We break things that we love, whether we mean to or not. So it broke. And what happened next was my very lovely husband, very, very, very lovely husband, who I'm very fortunate to have, ordered me a new one. I was still absolutely upset. But I knew there was a beautiful reminder there in what God does for his beloved. You may have broken your dreams. You may have broken your future. But God is a God of restoration. He is the bringer of all things beautiful and wonderful. And I'm sorry if you're in a place of brokenness, a place of hurt. And I'm sorry if you've ever looked at yourself, looked at your life, looked at your dreams, and seen nothing but brokenness. That is not where God wants to leave you. That is not where he wants to leave you. He wants to restore those dreams. Why? Because he loves you. And I believe that's exactly where he wants me to end. This is going to be a wonderful season of tasting God. Not just about the gifts. The gifts are awesome. God, give us more gifts of you. But actually tasting him. And when you taste him, you will see that he is good. Good are his ways. To come, taste, and see that the Lord is good. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, comment, like, heart the video. It's all awesome. It encourages me so much. But thank you for watching. God bless.